What are meteorites? A meteorite is a solid piece of debris from an object, such as a comet, asteroid, or meteoroid, that originates in outer space and survives its passage through the atmosphere to reach the surface of a planet or moon. It then becomes a meteor and forms a fireball, also known as a shooting star or falling star. Astronomers call the brightest examples bolides. Meteorites vary greatly in size. For geologists, a bolide is a meteorite large enough to create a crater. Meteorites have traditionally been divided into three broad categories. Stony meteorites are rocks, mainly composed of silicate minerals. Iron meteorites that are largely composed of metallic iron nickel. And stony-iron meteorites that contain large amounts of both metallic and rocky material. Modern classification schemes divide meteorites into groups according to their structure, chemical and isotopic composition, and mineralogy. Types of meteorites. Stony meteorites. Stony meteorites are by far the most common. More than 95% of meteorites observed to fall to Earth are stony. Chondrites are, by far, the most abundant type of stony meteorite. Less common, comprising only a few percent of all meteorites, are chondrites. These are also stony meteorites composed primarily of silicates, but these meteorites have experienced familiar geologic processes of melting and differentiation, although these happened long ago. Stony-iron meteorites. Stony-iron meteorites contain about equal proportions of metal and silicate material, and are rare. Stony-iron meteorites form in places where metal and silicate are mixed. Iron meteorites. Iron meteorites are really composed of iron and nickel, and are extremely dense. Iron meteorites are the samples of the cores of ancient worlds. While they are rare among meteorites seen to fall to Earth, they are among the most common type of meteorites in our collections, because they can be recognized long after their fall, are very different from Earth rocks, and are resistant to weathering. One of the most distinguishing features of meteorites is the presence of the Widman-Statham pattern, the distinctive series of bands in geometric patterns. The presence of nickel is a universal feature of iron meteorites. The oldest particles in a meteorite, calcium-aluminum-rich inclusions from carbonaceous chondrites, have been dated at 4.56 billion years old. Meteorites that originate from asteroids are all approximately 4.5 billion years old. Meteorites that originate from the Moon range in age from 4.5 to 2.9 billion years old. Meteorites that originate on Mars range in age from 4.5 billion years old to 200 million years old. Most meteorites are believed to originate in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and were formed early in the history of the solar system, approximately 4.56 billion years ago.